นลุคกันการุณสีแดงแต่เดี๋ยวบอกว่าอยากเปลี่ยนลุคเดินด้วยกันสักครู่กันดีกว่าต่อต้องโอ้เดินไปไปมีแหล่งภาษาอะไรนี่มีคุณอย่าเกรงแขนนะอย่ามานั่งหน้าเกรงอย่าเกรงทำตัวตาสบาย relax girl Holy shit Like 5 minutes.
Grant, did you hear that?
That's in the dog. Bye, Dad. Hey, baby.
Oh, yeah. Way to go after that ball, man. Way to go after that ball. I don't know why. Good, Heidi, go, go, go. Yes. Good serve. Good, Charlie. Good, 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 good. Kamala, everybody ready? Here it comes.
I think she's like beware. Me.
Good, good, good.
Oh yeah! Come on, let's see. I know she's crazy. That's why she's laughing. I know her feelings. I got her like that.
Oh, she's wearing a t-shirt with a ram on. I think she lost her way. Headbutting the top of the neck. So what's he doing? Is he making a living out of this? No.
Ned, you look, can you see? The other yellow. Both yellow. Orange.
Yeah, you succeed. One more. You can. Good, Solomon. Good, Charlie. Ready, ready. Good.
Carol.
Good, rally.
Out.
You want to put on some more?
Yeah, put some.
Yeah, that's a Fran and top of Maddie. Alice, do you want to come on? Natcha, do you want to come on? Okay, maybe.
Some like fail
Pip,
moments.
you take a break and let Natcha on.
Can I?
Just
Friend, do you want to play? Sorry.
No, just wait, no, because they've had a game. Let's hope it's over again. The next time we change, Ruthie, I'll swap you on, okay?
Bye. Run. Get the ball. Now can I go run and get the ball? Alright. Sorry, we have to go through.
I went on that tour yesterday.
Take it. Take it. Yeah, that's mine. There's. That ball hurts. It's good. Go ready.
You gotta get some drama here.
Can we switch some players?
Ready? Sip C. Sip.
Nice, Naja. Oh, in. Ball right there. Ông ơi. Bà đã ơi. Hả? Đi đi. Đây cả thằng con bái. Ready for smile. Hello.
Okay. In the school, Rachaprachanukroh school here in Kamala, with Bob and Carol, one of the girls from the Headstart team, who's also practicing here today. Bob, tell us about your training first. How many schools have you training at the moment, and
So we have 4 schools right now. We have Headstart International. We have Phuket. Well, we started training. All the girls are just beginners.
Yes.
They're learning. So we started training about 3 weeks ago.
Yes.
So this is their first practice game before the big FIVB tournament.
Where is the FIB tournament being held?
At Karon Beach. The first week in November, from November 1st to November 6th.
Excellent.
The school tournament is actually on November 5th and 6th, with the final game on Stadium Court. And right now we have...
in the big court, the main court?
Right, on the main court.
Good.
So actually the girls are doing really well with,
They are.
with the training that they've had so far. There's been a lot of rain going on, so it's kind of cut into our training. But so we have 4 schools in the tournament. We have British International, Headstart International, SOS Children's Village, and King's Foundation, the school we're at today. And today we're having a friendly game just to practice, so when the girls actually get in the tournament, they kind of know what they should do.
Yes.
So they're getting...
They're enjoying it.
Yeah, they have a great
even
time.
if they've got a missed shot that goes somewhere where they didn't, they're actually learning from it. Girls have bigger brains than boys, so you'll do quite well. It's absolutely true.
How old are most of you playing?
Most of them are 14.
14.
Yeah.
Yourself?
I'm 16.
16. So how long have you been playing? volleyball?
About a year, 2 years.
Yeah. Have any of the girls played on the beach yet?
Yes, our old team from last year.
Actually,
last
Carol
year,
played in
right.
the tournament last year. She's a veteran
Okay.
and the captain of the team.
A 16-year-old veteran.
You didn't know that?
How much harder is it playing on the sand on the beach than it is, say, on grass here?
Well, it's hard to be on the floor trying to get the ball. It's all in the hands, you know. Miss it,
Slippery.
it's all good.
And very hot usually. Today is nice and cool, but it's usually very hot and sunny, isn't it, on the beach?
It's true.
Are you worried about the heat?
Not really.
No?
It's the team spirit, you know.
Yeah.
Keeps
The
you
girls
on.
seem to be very enthusiastic. Have you found that your competitors and your team mates are happy with this? They're really enjoying it.
We're really enjoying it.
Something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of Bob as a coach then?
Bob's a great coach.
Thanks, Grant.
Yeah.
Does he pay you?
No, you're doing it all volunteering, aren't
Actually,
you,
you know
Bob?
what I find with all these schools, the biggest problem I have with training is they don't want to go home. It's supposed to be 2 hours, it always goes 3.5. If we had lights, it would be 4.5.
You're volunteering this, aren't you, Bob? Just to clear that up.
Yeah, volunteering, but I love to do it because I love to see the kids having a good time, you know. When I grew up in California, this is what we did every day. We went down to the beach and played volleyball all day long, from 8 in the morning until sunset. And I'm hoping that's what I like to introduce to these kids in Phuket.
Yes.
So I'm hoping even after this tournament is over in Karon to keep this program going.
Excellent, excellent.
And I hear your girlfriend, Yupa, is in the Thai national team, hasn't she? And has she been helping coach?
She actually
as
came
well?
down a couple weekends ago and she helped with SOS Children's Village. Yeah.
So how are they doing? They were in the final last year, lost
They're in
to
the final.
BIS, yeah.
Yeah, they're actually,
How are they doing this year?
They're actually 1 year older. They're a little bit bigger, and they're playing a little bit better. They look pretty good this year.
So who do you think the favourites to win? Can you say, or because you coach them all?
Don't put me on the spot.
No, you can't ask that, Grant. Headstart looks to be.
You never know. You never know what's going to happen on that day.
We should point out it's sponsored, isn't it? Again by is it PTT? Yeah.
PTT is
Anyone?
and they're a great sponsor. They'll give the kids lunches. They have to bring about 60 lunches for 2 days. They give away shirts, and everybody gets a big trophy. And they do the PTT is a great sponsor. They do a good job for the kids.
Excellent, excellent.
So the girls and you, they all deserve a lot of support on the days, right?
Right.
So what sort of time do you think is it going to be at the matches?
The plan we have this year, last year it was a one-day event. We started on Sunday morning. This year what we'd like to do is on Saturday, after the semifinals of the professional tournament, we want to have all the 4 teams, all the 4 schools, go in the stadium and watch the semis. After the semis, at 5 o'clock, we'll break out of the stadium when it's nice and cool, and we'll play at the start of the tournament. So we can get 2 or 3 rounds in, and then the next day we'll come back and we'll finish, and we'll play the final right before the final of the women's tournament.
Great.
So that's the plan.
we need some people to come out and watch this.
Yeah, that would be nice.
And it's good fun.
2 more weeks to go then.
Yeah.
And I see the court is already getting ready. Do you think this is going to? How about the professional tournament and the Thai team as well? I mean, this is what it's all about, isn't it? Encouraging more youngsters and especially Thais to get involved.
You know,
and get to the higher level.
I see a lot of girls here that I've been training that like I said, I hope after this tournament is over that they keep coming back and we can start, instead of playing 6-man, we can start playing 2-man like the professionals. That's actually my goal, is to start teaching these girls how to play 2-man volleyball instead of 6-man. It's a lot more fun and a lot more challenging, and and out of that I hope to create a couple of good teams that could eventually be on the Thai national team. That's actually my dream.
What do you think, young lady? What do you think? Do you fancy playing with one partner against?
Yeah, I would love to do that. It's very interesting. I mean, it's a whole different game with 6 people.
Yes, of course. Yes. It might be easier for directional playing, and you're not depending on anybody. You've got to do it.
No one knows I haven't tried it as well. So.
I'm looking forward to that.
Last year was also a hotel, or the year before, wasn't it? A hotel tournament too, wasn't there? But that's been dropped this year, right?
It's been dropped.
Is that a shame?
it was very successful. It kind of was a shame, actually. The hotels, it was a very exciting tournament. We did it 3 years, and the final was incredible every time.
It's difficult, I know, arranging big sports tournaments and getting sponsors. But what about the long-term viability of having the beach volleyball in Phuket? Do you think they'll stay here for the long term?
I'm not sure if they'll stay or not. That's not really up to me. But the thing I like to do is I'm working at Vanyampura, Phuket International Academy. I'm helping them create a program. They put in 2 beautiful sand courts with lights, and I'm hoping to bring these girls, hoping to hold year-round tournaments for the kids after this tournament's over, and just keep a youth program going all year round, because we have 2 really nice courts now that we can use.
So the Rachaprachanukroh or the King's Foundation School can also go, and Thai students can go to PIA, use their, or go on the beach here, right? Kamala. But that's bringing it all together, isn't it? Basically, from the youngsters up to the hotels, from the amateurs up to the professional. Do you think in the future that Thai teams could maybe compete, should we say, on a level?
I do. If they have the right training facilities, which they do here, now they do, and if they get the right training, there's a lot of talent. I'll tell you, the Thai kids are great volleyball players. It's just that they stop too early. If they had some support, they could get top 20 in the world. For sure.
Doesn't matter about the height.
Well, actually, like with Yupa, you know, if she gets the right partner, she can top 20 in the world for sure.
Right. They just got to love the sun, the sand, and the sea as well if they're on the beach.
And volleyball, don't forget volleyball.
Well, great. Anyway, thanks Bob and Carol for talking to us today, and good luck in the tournament. We hope the best team wins, but you all have a good time, great time.
Thank you very much for coming out.
Cheers.
And I'm expecting to get a signed volleyball.